The number of people dealing with foreclosures is still on the rise. Nationally, the numbers are up 65% compared to just a year ago. It's an issue we've covered in the past, but tonight, a different look at the situation. Fox 17's Teresa Rashid shows us what happens when a home is foreclosed and forsaken.
From a dream home in Dorr to an older house in Grand Rapids Heritage Hill neighborhood.
Someone cleaned up a lot of their things and just bagged it up but didn't take it to the trash.
To a completely trashed home on the city's west side.
The bank is ultimately responsible for the home.
This shows how deep the foreclosure crisis is cutting across economic boundaries, leaving homeowners at every income level scrambling to keep their home.
The last thing the bank wants to do is foreclose on a property.
This was once somebody's dream house sitting on about 5 acres in Dorr. Now it belongs to the bank.
It's actually very common. Individuals see that they owe more on the house than maybe what it's worth. So for them to keep it, they'd really have to have an awful lot of desire to want to stay in that home.
After almost 8 years, this family decided to pick up and go. It's not clear how they got to this point, but it's something experts in the financial industry have seen time and time again.
They just get to a point where they're frustrated with the bills, and they can't keep up, and they get behind, and there's no help. So they just say, I'm going to mail in my keys.
The family who lived here left behind trash, old clothes, a torn couch. But they also left behind what seems like very personal things: dance recital videos, a VHS tape of an ultrasound, video reminders of special moments in their lives. To those cleaning, it's something else to throw away.
It's a very high-end executive type home, and the individuals have left quite a bit of belongings behind as well that have to be cleaned out.
The number of foreclosures continues to grow, and many fear that they'll lose their home, but some are choosing to walk away. Nationwide, 1 out of every 538 households went into foreclosure last year.
There are just thousands of people that are delinquent or behind and struggling, and it's a national issue.
But foreclosures have created a niche market in real estate.
This is really a traditional home built back in the early 1900s with the old woodwork still in here.
When the banks have to get rid of these houses,
they hire us to go out and assess the home, put a value on it, and then also determine if it needs any repairs or clean out.
Some homes, like this one, are a total wreck, costing thousands to clean up.
And what we find sometimes when we go out to look at these homes is that it looks like almost that someone just picked up in the middle of the night and left. All their belongings have stayed behind.
And that's what it looks like this family did. Just took off in the middle of the night with food on the stove, dishes piled high in the sink, and trash is everywhere. They even left personal hygiene items on the floor. A mess to clean up, and a financial mess for the person who just left it all behind.
If you've defaulted on a loan or not met your commitment and walked away, there are a lot of landlords that aren't interested in renting to you.
In Kent County last year, 5,000 homes went through foreclosure.
So by the time they hit the wall on making their mortgage payment, it means everything else has pretty well been depleted in terms of other ways to get money. Their retirement savings, their checking account, credit cards have been tapped.
Banks say even one late mortgage payment can be a sign of financial crisis. By next year, some expect foreclosures to hit the 3 million mark in the country, leaving others the responsibility of sifting through what's left.
Roberta Flack, Blue Lights in the Basement. Could be a classic.
In Kent County, Teresa Rashid, Fox 17 News at 10.
Experts blame the high amount of local foreclosures on job cuts, medical expenses, and marital problems.